So I wanted to try something a little bit different today and share two recent hauls that I did. I recently went thrifting here in the state of Virginia, and this was my first time since moving here almost 2 years ago. So I'm pretty happy with my finds. So the left pile is going to be the first weekend, which was the weekend before last. And then here over at the right was just this past weekend. So one of the things that I found was this French little booklet of postcards. So this is like those touristic postcards. So I was really happy to have found this in a thrift store. I found this like in their postcard travel section. So they didn't have anything too interesting there, but then this popped out, and I love things like this. And I don't see a year on it anywhere. It's from France, so it's French, and it looks antique to me. I mean, the coloring of the paper and the feel just lets me know that it is antique. It has all of these protective sheets on them. So I really like these. I like to put them in my journals, in pockets, or I'll create pockets with them. Like I'll sew them onto the corner of a page and create a pocket. So, I mean, they're in really great condition. I have to keep moving these protectors away. But then the back has some water damage. It had Napoleon. That one got really badly damaged. And then the Marie Antoinette. This is so pretty. So pretty. But it has still a little bit of water damage, but still the image itself is really pretty. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. It was a little bit pricey, this one, but I mean, for a local find, I think it was great. Also found these two pieces, very long pieces. They're over 40 inches. I think maybe 48 each piece. I don't remember. They're pretty long, but it's antique. They are crocheted. I'm not sure. I don't think this is French, because if it was French, like this one makes me think of Dutch. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But anyway, it's linen, and this is one of those like shelf borders for like fancy shelving. So what I was told is that it's antique. This was the label that was on it. So old-fashioned closet shelving for edges and shelves. So I thought about like taking it apart to do it on a journal, but I'm not gonna break it apart yet until I find the value, because I don't like to break things that are valuable. So also was really happy to find my own vintage linen table runners with this pretty crochet at the ends. Like I buy these type of things on Etsy all the time, but it was nice to finally have my own. And I mean, this particular thrift store had like the quality of their items was really great. Like I could even use this on my table if I wanted to before actually cutting into it. But I like to dye these in my eco dyeing. I also found a little baggie of fabric samples. So I got these for the florals. I didn't know what else was in there at first, and I like to use the floral prints in my projects all the time. So really pretty. So obviously I left my favorites on the top, and then the others, they're okay. They can just be like little extra pieces, either for tags or little side patches and stuff, pockets, things like that. There's a couple pieces and variations of this fabric. It makes me think of a carrot. Looks like a carrot in the center. So there goes that other color. I love these two pieces. It has like a red and a blue. And I got a ton of this fabric here for cheap. I mean, it was such a good price. It's kind of sort of like an upholstery type fabric. Not exactly, but it's quite thick. Really pretty. I'll either use some for, you know, some projects for some journals, and maybe add a couple bundles to my shop. I also found for the first time my own Ideals magazines. Now these three that I got were not the greatest. Like, I never seen a cookbook. I got this mostly for the cover. And I think this one was from the 60s. See how it says like 50 cents? They sold me more than that. Anyway, so I think this is the one from the 60s. I don't see it here right now, but anyway, so kind of cool. I mean, most of them is black and white. I'm gonna be using this in my daughter's first year journal. Like, there goes that image from the front again. So the pages still have that patina. This is so cute. A couple of colored pages, but for the most part, a lot of it is, you know, just recipes. So it can work in a cookbook type journal. And like I said, I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna be making, like, I really want to make some journals, but if not, I'll probably add some things to my shop. So this is another one. This was kind of autumn-like. Well, it's the golden one, so it's like lots of nature and lots of neutral colors. I love that image. Look at that, how cute. So this was on my, like I said, my first time finding this shop. Look at how cute is that. Then there was this one. I love the children images. How cute. You know, I have my daughter who is napping right now, and so these type of things remind me of her when I see like the family photos. So that was on day one. Not too bad. Okay. Now, I can move this onto the side. Okay. Day two, which was this weekend. I feel like I scored this weekend. So I bought these like bridge tally cards. I never purchased any of these before, but I like the design and I think they'll look kind of cute either sewed onto a page or just tucked in somewhere in a journal. Really cute. For the first time ever, I found my own set of vintage playing cards. I'm choosy with these type of things because I don't like all of the vintage playing cards, but like florals, anything like that, I love. And they're full stacks. They're in great condition. So these I'm definitely going to be adding like small bundles in my shop. all of this lace was literally in just one little stapled plastic bundle. There's over 12 yards of vintage lace here, and I couldn't even be happier. Like, these are the finds that I just love because I'm a shabby chic gal, right? So this, I don't know if this is just vintage or like really old vintage or antique, because it has lots of like, it's supposed to be like a beige trim, and I'm not sure if the camera picks it up. It's a beige trim, but it's like yellowed. It's yellowed from like the aging. So up close you can see it, but I don't know what you call this kind of lace, but it's absolutely beautiful. And like I said, I want to make journals. Like, I have ideas for projects in my mind, so I'll be definitely keeping some for that. But I may create some like creamy white bundles also to add to my shop, because I don't think I want to dye this. This is just too pretty as is, and it has all of the, you know, all the patina from the age, so I don't think I want to dye it. I'll leave that up to the person that gets it, you know. But yeah, definitely thinking about adding a little bit to my shop, but surely keeping a lot of it for my own creations. So that one and these were the most of the pack. I think for what I paid, just this alone was worth it. But look at this vintage lace. And once again, I'm just so happy that I found this, because I typically buy these things off of Etsy. And, you know, I love supporting shops and all that. But one, I never find this much. Like, they usually sell them in smaller bundles. And I see why, because you don't get too much of it too often. But to have, like, this much lace in my own stash, I think is wonderful. Like, these are the type of lace that I might want to dye, but they don't always pick up the dye too well, but still very pretty. I feel like I scored with this whole entire roll of eyelet trim. There's over 4 yards in here. So who doesn't love eyelet trim, right? There was a basket of doilies. Like, literally, they had like 50-cent basket of doilies. I don't know if this was supposed to be in there, but it was, and I grabbed me one. Like, there was different ones, like the circle ones, but those are easier to find. So this was one of those pieces. You can see clearly on it the aging. It's just, I think it's so pretty. And then I think this is antique. There was no dates or anything. It has to be antique because I got this for the lace. It's like a little handmade type table runner. And then it's very, very thin. But I love, 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 love that lace. Yeah. So it just makes me want to create, like, now. I found another one of these table runners, but this is a small one. So much shorter. And once again, like, excellent condition. The lady at the counter, she was like, you know, this is tatting, right? Like, are you aware that someone lost their eyesight and spent lots of hours doing this? Like, yes, ma'am. So pretty. I wish I knew how to do that. And then I picked up these two Ideals magazines. This one is from like '89. And they are Thanksgiving themed. I was thinking about maybe making an autumn type themed bundle in my shop, but at this point, we're like rushing into Christmas at this point. We haven't reached Thanksgiving, but I feel like time is just going so quickly, so I'm not sure yet. Or I might save it for next year. This was from the 60s, and this is by far my favorite. I love all the images. And the texture of the paper is completely different from the other ones. Like, they have like this kind of semi-glossy, matted, like matte photo feel. And look at this. There's even scripture on that. Isaiah 55, 6, 7. Lots of poems. Look at these pretty images. Even these pages, like, I absolutely love it. I kind of wanted to take my time and show these, you know, a little bit more slower, but I don't want to take a whole hour filming the haul. But I love it. I absolutely love that one. So that was day 2 this weekend. Okay, so that was all from one shop. On the first day that I went thrifting, I had also stopped quickly at Goodwill, of course. I don't have too many vintage books, and I decided to just grab a couple. So I got one of the Reader's Digest. I don't buy a lot of these because I don't like having a lot of book pages, and I already have so many. but they had like a whole 70s theme in that store that day. And so this is from the 70s. And I picked it up because I wanted to try for the first time. I don't know if any of you follow me, you know that I do mostly one signature softcover journals. But I've never done a hardcover multi-signature journal. And I just love the feel of this cover and the colors. What do you call this? The spine of the book is a little bit cracked here. I kind of wanted to keep it because it still looks really pretty. I'm not sure yet, but this is basically a project that I wanted to try. And then of course I'm gonna have like 1,000 more book pages to add to my stash, right? So I have some ideas as to how I'm gonna use them, but I don't have a lot of time in my hands these days, so we'll just wait and see. So I got that. And I keep seeing like these like little golden books. I saw some at the thrift store that were really cute. I saw a Raggedy Ann one that was adorable, but I don't buy these too much because I don't really make kid journals. I love them, but I don't make them. So this was gonna be like another like testing, you know, stretching out my, what do you call it? My creativity. So really cute. I might just read it to my daughter. I don't know. Who knows? But I've seen a lot of people with this one particularly. It's so cute. This I got for the colors. So this is also from the 70s or the 60s? 63. So 63, the Better Homes and Gardens cookbook. And I got this one precisely for the colors. Like, the colors here are so pretty. But knowing me, I'm gonna be reading through these recipes. So yeah. And then I got this one, the Better Homes and Gardens houseplants, because of the patina on the pages. Like, I absolutely love using papers like this. Like, look at the color and the way that it feels. It has like that silky feeling. I love to work with that. And then the colors, it's just, these type of pages I either put as the first page of a journal or I put it in the center. And then the other ones you can use for collaging and things like that. So yeah, and there's also a lot more than I can use for myself. So like I said, whatever I'm not using, I'll probably add like some, you know, to bundles in my shop. But that was my haul, my first couple of hauls in Virginia. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day. Bye.